Hello guys, welcome back to the Only Recaps channel. In this video I am going to explain one off the romantic movie My Fault. The story begins with a young girl named Noah who is packing her things as she prepares to move to a new house. She comes across an old picture of herself with her father at a car race, and despite some hesitation, she decides to take it with her. During her journey, Noah learns that she will be living with her wealthy stepfather, Emmanuel, who rescued her mother from poverty. Noah is unhappy about the move because it means leaving behind her friends and boyfriend. Upon arriving at Emmanuel's luxurious mansion, Noah observes the stark contrast in her mother's life since being with Emmanuel. Her mother tells her she deserves to live in the house just like her stepbrother, Nicholas. Noah arrives at her stepfather's luxurious mansion owned by a man named Emmanuel. He warmly receives his wife and welcomes Noah, though she doesn't seem interested in him. As Noah explores the opulent mansion, she realizes how much her mother's life has changed since being with Emmanuel. Her mama takes her to a room with the ocean view and tells her that she deserves to live in the house just like her step-family Nicholas. After her mama leaves the room, Noah looks at the print. Again feeling deeply affected by it, she walks out onto the deck and suddenly sees Nicholas. At that moment, Noah receives a phone call from her friend who tells her that she's lucky because her mama married a rich man and Noah will inherit part of their fortune, icing she will not be poor. Still, Noah expresses her dislike for the putrefied rich life. Nicholas, who is also known as love interest, suddenly appears as revealed that Nicholas is actually Noah's stepbrother. Nicholas orders his aggressive dog to scare Noah but then asks the dog to calm down. This angers Noah and she storms off into Nicholas's room. In the evening, Noah and Nicholas are both in the room. Noah, her mother, Emmanuel, and Nicholas go for a family dinner. While in the car, Noah looks at her own photos and those of her lover, then sends him a message asking him to call her back. Nicholas drives past Noah in his car and gives her a seductive and admiring look. Upon arriving at the restaurant, the family members sit at the dinner table and engage in conversation. Emmanuel praises Nicholas, mentioning that he is one of the country's father. However, Noah dismisses Nicholas as a spoiled failure, suggesting he only has opportunities due to his wealthy father. Frustrated, Nina decides to leave, and Emmanuel asks Nicholas to take her home. Nicholas drives the car quickly and professionally, but Noah is scared and criticizes his driving, calling him arrogant and reckless. Nicholas laughs at her and tells her that his mother condones his actions because she only loves him, but Noah responds by saying that he knows nothing about his mother's love. Nicholas is annoyed by Noah's words when she talked about his mother, then stops halfway and asks Noah to get out of the car. He then drives off, leaving Noah shocked, especially since her phone battery is dead. Fortunately, Nicholas's friend arrives in time and takes Noah with him in his car to a party where rich young people like Nicholas are present. Noah arrives at the party with Nicholas's friend, who points his hand at Nicholas. Noah seems to be jealous and angry when she sees that Nicholas is surrounded by a lot of girls who like him, but Nicholas notices her presence and asks how she is. Noah responds by saying that she will tell her father that he stays up at parties of the wrong kind. Nicholas warns Noah and asks her to get out of the way and leaves. After that, a girl named Gina suggests Noah come with her to the party and introduces herself as Nicholas's friend. Noah starts drinking wine and Ronnie looks at her with an evil look. Nicholas notices that Noah's drunk and decides to drive her home in his car. After they arrive home, Nicholas carries the unconscious Noah and takes her to his bed, then leaves. Noah dreams of childhood memories with her mother trying to hide her in the closet before her father beat her. The next morning, Noah is sitting with Gina at the beach and notices the presence of Nicholas, who has come for a hobby of surfing. It seems like all the girls want to talk to him because he is the richest person there. Nicholas goes to surf the waves of the sea, and Noah looks at him with a strange look. At night, Nicholas participates in a car race for the rich, and Ronnie challenges him. The first race is between a racer from Ronnie's team and Nicholas, who sees Noah coming from afar and is so impressed by her beauty that he is late for the start of the race. He tries to use his skills to catch up to his rival, but looks at Noah again and is visibly jealous of the young man approaching her. Noah is standing with Gina and Leon watching the race from afar, and at the last corner of the race, Nicholas' rival's car breaks down. Nicholas manages to win the race, and everyone celebrates his victory. Noah sees photos in which her lover appears to be cheating on her with her best friend, and then she gets very angry and starts drinking and dancing. Nicholas notices Noah dancing with another young man and feeling angry and jealous. He goes to her and yells, asking her to respect him as he considers her his sister and does not accept seeing her in immoral situations. But Noah responds by saying that she allowed the young man to approach her to take pictures with him and send them to her lover, who betrayed her, to get revenge on him. Nicholas takes the opportunity and suggests Noah send his picture with him to her lover instead of the other guy, and Noah accepts his proposal, although she is surprised by his actions with her. After that, Nicholas asks Noah to stay in the race car and wait for Gina to arrive, but Noah seems impressed with the car and sits in the driver's seat. Ronnie parks his car next to the red car, and Noah gets in, Ronnie thinking it's her rival who belongs to her, to Nicholas's team, but Noah is surprised and tells him she's just an ordinary girl. Ronnie lies to her, saying that Nicholas will lose the bet and may lose her red car if she doesn't race now. Ronnie taunts Noah and tells her that she will be allowed to advance in the race for 5 seconds, and the race girl fires the starting shot for the race. But everyone, including Nicholas, is surprised as the race cars don't move. Ronnie asks Noah to take the 5-second opportunity, and indeed Noah prepares to move and assures Ronnie that he will be defeated in front of a beautiful and professional girl. Through the events of the race, it becomes clear that Noah is a car racing professional and her level is very high. The proof that she is a professional car racing girl is the appearance of her picture with her father in car racing at the start of the film's events. Ronnie is scared and begins to rub Noah's car to force her out of the race. But Noah stands up to him and defeats him in a devilish defeat. Noah gets out of the car and everyone celebrates her victory, but Nicholas gets mad at her because he lost the race because of her. Ronnie asks her to give him his car keys because he's supposed to be her rival from the start and not Noah. Nicholas is forced to hand over his car keys to Ronnie, who curses Nina as he feels offended that he lost to her. Nicholas fights violently with Ronnie to defend Noah, who breaks down and is terrified because she recalls painful childhood memories. Gina takes Noah to the car and Nicholas also gets in the car with his friend, and then they run away from the place. The next morning, Noah wakes up to a message from a stranger cursing her. Then she shows Gina the message. We see Noah's mother tries to get her husband, Emmanuel's, opinion on a dress she would like to wear on a special occasion, then asks him why he helped her. Emmanuel responds to Noah's mother saying that he fell in love with her at first sight and decided to marry her without thinking of saving her from poverty. We return to Nicholas, who is sitting with his little sister Maddie, who is considered his sister. Nicholas is the one who takes care of his little sister because she has diabetes. At night, Nicholas comes home and watches an action scene of cars in an Indian movie with Noah. He tells her that the turns made by the cars in the Indian movie seem impossible and difficult to apply, but Noah tells him that these movements are very easy and tries to explain to him how to apply them. Noah asks Nicholas where he's been all day, and Nicholas responds saying he spent his day with someone close to his heart, and he talks about his little sister Maddie, but Noah doesn't know he's talking about his little sister. Noah apologized for the consequences of her actions, and then they ended up sharing a romantic kiss. The next morning, Noah was washing the car, but she is surprised when she sees her ex, accompanied by her mother. It is clear that Noah's mother has been suspicious of a relationship between her daughter Nina and Nicholas, and it seems that she plans to rekindle Noah's relationship with her ex-lover, as she considers Nicholas to be just Noah's brother and tries to avoid the development of their relationship. Noah quickly goes to Nicholas and asks him to help her because she sent her picture with him to her ex-lover, and she doesn't want him to see her because she could be exposed to a scandal, especially since Nicholas is seen as her brother. Nina's ex-boyfriend tries to talk to her, but Noah keeps ignoring him, and Nicholas tries to tease him without showing his face. Noah goes to talk with Nicholas, but he laughs at her and drags her into the pool. After she gets out of the pool, Noah takes a bouquet of roses from her mother and notices a card that says Noah will pay for her actions. She then asks her ex-lover about the threats addressed to her on the card, but he assures her that he knows nothing about the bouquet of roses and the threats on the card. In another scene, an unknown person is seen talking to Ronnie, who is beaten by Noah in the car race. The next morning, the family members have lunch together, and Noah receives another threatening letter, but she does not know the identity of the person through threatening her. Noah goes with Nicholas and his friends in the car, and Mario asks Noah how she learned to drive professionally. But the girl sitting in the back intervenes and says that Noah learned to drive with the help of her father, who is famous in car racing. Mario asks Noah where her father is, but she just says he's gone. Nicholas arrives at the place where he is having a street fight, and it seems that Noah was scared of him, but Nicholas asks her not to worry about him as he loves street fights, and the reason is that he takes out his anger in the fight. He then enters the ring and begins to fight fiercely with his rival until he can beat him easily. Mina can't bear to watch the violent fight because she has been traumatized since a young age by her abusive father. Mario tries to get close to her and ease her pain, but Nicholas beats him up and tries to get him away from Noah, who asks Nicholas to stay away from her because she is afraid of him. She doesn't like violent people like him and her father, who treated her cruelly. After several days passed, we see Nicholas running at sea and trying to become a better person than before, and also trying to find peace in himself because of his love for Noah, although he doesn't believe he fell in love with the girl who is almost like his sister. One day, Emmanuel tells Nicholas some information about Noah's real father, telling him that her father tried to eliminate Noah when she was young, because he is seen as one of the people who rely on violence to solve problems. He also says that he is still in trouble in life because he went to jail because of Noah's testimony against him, but was released only 2 weeks ago. He also asked Nicholas to take care of Noah, and tells him that Noah's father is a dangerous man and should go back to prison. At night, the stranger who showed up with Ronnie earlier is sitting in his car in front of a house. Noah is inside because she was having a party with her friends. After a while, Noah comes out drunk with her friends, and Nicholas arrives to pick her up. But Noah goes back because she forgot her jacket. Nicholas's girlfriend plays a prank on Noah by locking her in a closet, causing her to panic and remember a time when her father locked her in a safe. Nicholas comes to her rescue and takes her home, where he stays by her side all night since she's been feeling scared lately. Emmanuel sees Nicholas sleeping next to Noah and realizes that Nicholas has a strong relationship with his stepdaughter. The next day, Nicholas takes Noah to visit his sister Maggie in the hospital. Noah learns that Nicholas was involved in street fighting to pay for his sister's treatment costs because their wealthy father refused to pay for it. That night, Nicholas and Noah spend a romantic evening on the beach and confess their love for each other. On their way back, Ronnie kidnaps Noah, and Nicholas reports it to his father and Noah's mother. The investigators find out that Ronnie is the kidnapper from the surveillance footage. Meanwhile, Noah's real father appears and reveals that he ordered his men to kidnap her. He demands a ransom of $1 million in exchange for Noah's release. Emmanuel and Noah's mother go to the designated location to deliver the ransom, but Noah's father doesn't show up. Noah's mother realizes that he was never interested in the money but in causing her and Noah fear and suffering as he watches them from a tablet. Nicholas is in the car with the detective and tells him about Ronnie and how he took his red car, which has a tracking device they can use to locate him. However, Noah's father finds out about the plan and tries to escape. Nicholas chases him, leading to a Hollywood-style car chase. Noah's father forces her to drive the car while he aims to shoot Emmanuel and her mother. The chase ends in a dead end where Noah's father orders her to ram Nicholas's car. Nicholas telepathically communicates with Noah, and they use spinning motions that they had seen in an Indian movie to avoid the collision. The detective shoots Noah's father, and the plan succeeds. Noah's mother is relieved when she sees that her ex-husband's life is over. She kisses her daughter, and Emmanuel kisses Nicholas in an emotional scene. It's clear that Nicholas and Noah love each other deeply. I hope you enjoyed the explaining of film story. Please hit that subscribe button to get notified for next videos.